Hi guys, welcome to another Inkscape video tutorial in which we are going to learn how to use filter editor. So we are already here into the Inkscape and let's start our look at Inkscape filter feature by using the controls in the filter editor dialog to make a drop shadow from the scratch. As you can see here in this image, what I have is I have a complex object that shows the Japan's main island, and we are going to build a top shadow effect under this with the filter features. Okay, so for that what you can do is there is a shortcut option. What you can do is you can just go here into the filters, and then here under the shadows and glows you can go and you can just apply a drop shadow filter. But I'm gonna skip this now and build ours from the scratch just to see how filter works. So for that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the menu here into the filters, and then I'm gonna go into the filter editor. And here into the filter editor, maybe you could see a lot of options. So for that what you can do is you can just modify the dialog of the filter editor. Okay, here into the filter editor, you can see there could be a lot of different options as soon as we are gonna start applying filtering. So the first of all, what I want is I'm gonna go into the new and I'm gonna create a new filter. Here is the filter, and by default, the name of the filter is filter 0. And what I can do is I can just edit it. Let's say Japan's island. Okay. Hi guys, sorry for distraction, but if you think my videos are helpful and if you are a serious Inkscape learner, then I'm gonna recommend you can go into the description of this video where you would find my course link where I have over 7 hours of Inkscape videos. In every video, I explain each and every individual tool with an example as well. Moreover, if you want to collaborate, if you have some kind of projects or assignment and you want to connect, feel free to contact me with my email, which is also given into the description. Thank you. And you can see there are a lot of different options. Like here there is a blend, and if you are going to choose any option here, you are going to see the description down here. I'm just going to expand it a bit, and you can see here this blending is giving you the options to apply 4 different things such as screen, multiply, darken and lightening. Or you can choose color matrix, you can choose merge. So if you want to merge multiple inputs using normal alpha compositing, or if you want to choose the offset, if you want to move some effect from one position to another one. But as I said, we want to apply shadow. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select Gaussian blur here. Okay, after just selecting the Gaussian blur, and you are going to see the description of this, and then I'm going to add this effect. And then what I need to do is I need to select my object, and then I need to check this Japan island. And after that, you can see if I'm going to select this, after that I can able to apply the blur by using these 2 commands here. So you can see here, what if I can just increase my numbers of the blurriness from positive and negative. I can edit it manually, or I can just hold this arrow and I can drag it, as you can see. Okay, so right now actually there are 2 values, if you want to apply blur on X direction or Y direction, but these 2 values are linked right now. So that's why you can see there is a button link. If I want to unlink it, then what I can do is I can just give any value. Let's say I want to apply blur only in Y direction, and for the X I am just gonna apply 0. So look at that, the blur is only in Y direction. But what I can do is I can just apply some equal values, let's say 10 10. So in this way what I can do is I can apply the equally blur to X and Y, and then what I can do is I can link, and I can increase the value, but I guess 10 is pretty fine now. Okay, now here you can see I already applied the Gaussian blur, but still I can see the fill of my original graphic. But right now what I want is, because I want to create a shadow effect. So for that I want to change this to the grayscale. So for that, what I can do is I can go here into the filter editor, and here into the filter editor you can see this Gaussian blur is connected with the source graphic. And here you can see there are different options like source alpha, background image, background alpha, fill paint, stroke paint, and much more. So what I'm gonna do is I just want to create this with the I just want to create this into the grayscale. For that, I'm just gonna connect this Gaussian blur by using this a small tiny triangle, and I'm gonna hold it and I'm gonna drag it to the source alpha. So in this way I'm gonna convert this, or I'm gonna apply a grayscale here. So now what I want is, because I don't want to only apply the grayscale, I want to have a shadow effect. So for that, what I need is I need to, because later on I want to bring my original graphic on top of it, so I want to offset this a little bit. So for that, I'm gonna go into the add effect, I'm gonna go here into the offset, and then I can add effect. So I can just add the offset effect. So now I need to provide some offset values. For example, I'm gonna go into the delta x. Let's say I want an offset of 5 into the x direction. Then you can see this grayscale is gonna move into the x direction. I'm gonna type 5, enter. This is gonna move, and now I want to apply filter offset of 5 in y direction as well. As you can see, it also moved into the y direction. Okay, now the next thing is, like, I already created a grayscale. I applied a offset as well. Now the next thing is I want to bring back my original graphic. For that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the add effects, and I am gonna apply a effect of merge, and then add effect. So, but you can see like this merge is not connected with anyone. So what I want to do is I want to connect this with the offset, merge second triangle to the original graphic, because I want to bring the original graphic back. So you can see the original graphic is back. So right now what I have is I have a grayscale there, I have a blur there, blur effect there, and I have the offset. So that's why I can see the offset under this original graphic. The best thing about this filter editor is, what you can do is, if you don't like any filter, what you can do is you can just select the object, you can turn off the effect, and then you are gonna get your original graphic back. Or if you want effect, and if you want to change anything, for example, if you want to change the blur, you can change the blur. Right now, like, I'm gonna go into the Gaussian blur, I can edit it anytime. Let's say I want to apply 3. It was not linked. I want to make it 10 and then link them. And then I just want to control both from here. So look at that. In this way, what I can do is I can just play with the Gaussian blur. So what we did here is, like, we just go from the scratch and we just create, by using the filter editor, we create our own effect. But normally you don't need to go through this way. What you can do is, like, there are a lot of preset filters available in Inkscape. For that, what you can do is you can just go here into the menu, into the filters, and then you can see here into the filters, into the blurs, into bumps, into the colors. In every menu there are a lot of sub menus, and there are a lot of filters. You just need to go through them, and then you can apply whatever the filter do you want. But might be you guys would be wondering, like, how you are gonna know which effect is best, which filter is best, and how you can apply that, and what is relevant to your requirement. So for that, I would say, like, this is just hit and trial. Or there is another thing. What you can do is you can just go here into the help menu, into the Inkscape manual, and into the Inkscape manual you can go into the filters section, and there could be an option for the preset filters. Then you can see the filters and their effect on different objects. You can see the examples there, some example figures, and then they are going to help you a lot. So to conclude the video, what we have learned is, like, we already know, like, how we can play with the different filter effects. We already saw, like, into the filter editor dialog, how we can just build up some kind of custom effects. And then what we can do is, by combining different primitives and by playing with the tweak and different kind of settings here, we can get our desired filters. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe to support this channel, where you are gonna find a lot of videos and tutorials. And if you are a serious learner, I am gonna highly recommend you can go into the description of this video and you can find my course link, where I have over 5 hours of videos in which I have explained each and every tool in a very detailed video with an example as well. And if you have some projects or assignments or tasks, feel free to write me on my email, which is also given in the description. Thank you.